Did you know that a child's brain forms over 1 million new neural connections every second in their early years? That's right, by the time your preschooler is 5, their brain is already half the size of an adult's. This means the activities you do with your child today are shaping their future learning, behavior, and even emotional health. But here's the kicker: most parents focus on just the basics, reading, writing, and counting. While those are important, there's so much more that can help boost your preschooler's development. Activities like sensory play, storytelling, and even cooking can make a huge difference in how your child learns and grows. In this video, we'll show you 6 fun, yet educational activities that will supercharge your preschooler's skills. From turning your kitchen into a learning lab to creating an outdoor classroom, these tips are simple but powerful. Stick with us, and by the end, you'll have all the tools you need to make learning an exciting adventure for your little one. Chapter 1. Sensory Play Adventure. Unlock your child's superpowers. Sensory play is a game changer when it comes to your preschooler's learning. It's all about engaging their senses: touch, sight, smell, taste, and hearing. Studies show that sensory experiences help strengthen the connections in a child's brain. This means their thinking, problem-solving, and emotional skills are growing without them even realizing it. A great place to start is by creating a simple sensory bin. Fill a plastic container with rice, beans, or sand and hide small toys inside for your child to discover. It's like a treasure hunt that sparks curiosity and builds fine motor skills. Another fun sensory activity is water play. Did you know that playing with water can boost a child's understanding of cause and effect? When they pour, splash, or squeeze, they're learning about concepts like volume and measurement. Even cooking is a sensory adventure. Let your child help stir ingredients, squish dough, or even smell spices. These activities give them opportunities to explore texture, scent, and temperature. Researchers at the University of California found that sensory play also helps children regulate their emotions. When a child uses their hands to touch different textures, they are grounding themselves, which can calm anxiety or frustration. The more tactile experiences you can provide, the better. Don't forget nature. A walk through the park, touching leaves, or squishing mud between fingers is a great way to mix sensory learning with outdoor play. And remember, you don't have to spend a lot to make sensory play impactful. Everyday items like cotton balls, soap bubbles, or even playing with old kitchen utensils are perfect tools. Keep it simple, and your preschooler will thrive. Chapter 2. Storytime 2.0. Bring books to life with DIY drama. Storytime doesn't have to be a quiet, passive experience. Turn it into an interactive performance, and your child will learn so much more. When you act out the characters, change your voice, and add motions, you're helping your child connect more deeply with the story. According to the National Reading Panel, interactive reading increases vocabulary and comprehension in young children. It's all about making the words come alive. A great way to spice up storytime is by using props. Grab a scarf, a stuffed animal, or even a simple hat to represent a character. As you read, act out the scenes. If the book is about a bear going to the forest, pretend to be a bear. The more you engage with the story, the more your child will absorb. This also encourages your little one to act out stories on their own, which enhances their imagination and communication skills. Another tip is to create a storybook theater. Set up a small stage with a simple backdrop, and let your child become the storyteller. You can help them create their own scripts or use their favorite books. This not only boosts creativity but also teaches them the basics of sequencing and narrative structure. According to research from the Early Childhood Education Journal, storytelling helps children develop empathy and understand other perspectives. Did you know that storytelling can also improve listening skills? Children who regularly engage in interactive storytelling tend to have better attention spans and improved social interactions. So, next time you're reading, don't just stick to the words on the page. Bring the book to life, and you'll see the learning magic unfold. Chapter 3. Mini Chefs: Cooking Up Learning and Confidence. It turns out the kitchen is one of the best places for learning. Cooking with your preschooler isn't just about making a meal, it's about teaching them math, science, and life skills. You don't need fancy recipes. Simple tasks like counting ingredients, mixing, or arranging food can do wonders for their learning. In fact, studies show that children who engage in cooking activities develop stronger math skills because they learn to count, measure, and follow directions. A perfect starting point is baking. Let your child measure flour, pour milk, or crack eggs. These tasks might seem small, but they help with fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination. Plus, they're learning about quantities and measurements. Did you know that research from the University of Minnesota shows that early cooking experiences can even improve literacy skills? That's because recipes often use words related to time, action, and sequence, perfect for building language comprehension. Cooking also provides real-world science lessons. When flour turns into dough, that's chemistry in action. When the dough rises, they're learning about yeast and air bubbles. This process sparks curiosity and gives children hands-on experience with scientific concepts. In a fun way, they're discovering cause and effect in the kitchen. But the benefits aren't only academic. Helping in the kitchen boosts a child's confidence. When they stir the batter or set the table, they feel proud of their contribution. According to Dr. Ellen Galinsky, a child development expert, when kids take part in everyday tasks like cooking, they feel more competent and capable. So next time you're cooking dinner or baking cookies, invite your child to be your mini chef. It's a chance to bond, learn, and have fun all at the same time. And who knows? You might even discover a future master chef in the making. If you're enjoying these tips so far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. We have even more fun and educational activities to share with you in the next chapters. Chapter 4. Artistic Exploration: Crafting Creativity and Critical Thinking. Encouraging your preschooler to get crafty isn't just fun, it's a vital part of their development. When children engage in art activities, they're improving their fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination, and problem-solving abilities. A study from the American Journal of Play found that creative activities in early childhood boost brain development and cognitive skills. But beyond the skills, art helps children express their feelings and thoughts in unique ways. Start simple. Grab some crayons, markers, and paper, and let your child go wild. There's no right or wrong in art, which is perfect for a preschooler's learning process. They're not only learning to hold a pencil or brush but also using their imagination to create something all their own. Want to make it more educational? Introduce shapes, colors, and sizes. Ask your child questions like, "What shapes do you see?" or "What happens when you mix blue and yellow?" This turns art into a learning experience while letting them explore. Clay or Play-Doh is another fantastic medium for developing creativity. When kids knead, roll, or mold the dough, they're strengthening their hand muscles and learning about texture. The process also encourages patience and attention to detail. Studies show that children who engage in hands-on art projects have higher levels of cognitive flexibility, meaning they can think outside the box more easily. In addition, art activities teach critical thinking. For example, when your child chooses how to paint a picture or build a sculpture, they are making decisions and thinking about the final product. As art expert Dr. Betty Edwards says in her book Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain, art teaches you to see the world in a new way. The same goes for your preschooler. They're learning to look at their surroundings, understand how things are structured, and then reimagine them creatively. This helps them think differently and see possibilities. Chapter 5. Outdoor Exploration. Nature's Classroom Awaits. Getting outside is more than just fresh air and exercise, it's also one of the best ways to help your preschooler learn. Nature-based learning encourages curiosity, problem-solving, and physical development. A study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that children who regularly engage with nature show increased cognitive and emotional well-being. It turns out, nature is the ultimate classroom. You don't need a fancy trip to the wilderness. A simple walk through the park can teach your child about the environment. Ask them to observe the colors of the trees, the shapes of the leaves, or the sounds of the birds. These moments boost their observational skills and can even increase vocabulary as they describe what they see. A fantastic way to encourage learning is through a nature scavenger hunt. Create a list of things to find, like a red leaf, a smooth rock, or a bird's feather, and watch your child excitedly search for them. Not only does this introduce them to basic classification and sorting, but it also gets them thinking about patterns, sizes, and types of objects in nature. You can even teach basic counting skills by asking them to find 3 different leaves, or 5 stones. According to a report from the Children and Nature Network, children who play outside regularly show better attention spans and improved memory. Nature allows them to engage in activities that require their full attention, whether it's tracking an insect or climbing a tree. These challenges help strengthen their brainpower and focus. Chapter 6. Musical Moves. Dance your way to cognitive growth. Music and movement are incredibly powerful tools for helping preschoolers grow. They stimulate multiple areas of a child's brain, from language development to motor skills. In fact, research from the University of California found that children who engage in music and movement activities regularly score higher on cognitive tests. It's not just about listening to songs, it's about feeling the rhythm, moving to the beat, and even singing along. Start with simple songs that include actions. If You're Happy and You Know It, or Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes, are classics that teach body parts, coordination, and rhythm. These songs help your child learn sequencing and follow directions in a fun way. Plus, the physical movements strengthen their muscles and fine motor skills. Dancing is another great way to develop coordination and spatial awareness. When your child dances, they're learning how to move their body in different directions and at different speeds. This physical activity also promotes balance and agility. Did you know that according to a study by the American Journal of Dance Therapy, dance can improve children's self-regulation and social skills too? When they dance in a group or with you, they're learning to work with others and express themselves confidently. Incorporating instruments, like tambourines or maracas, can also boost cognitive development. Playing music involves listening, timing, and hand-eye coordination, all key skills for early learning. Plus, when kids create their own music or rhythms, they're engaging in creative problem-solving. If you found these activities helpful, make sure to subscribe for more tips and fun learning ideas to keep your preschooler engaged and growing.